we are actually giving the youth more. We have to look at it, they are able to voice out, they are able to air out all their ideas, they are able to out all their problems and opinions on how we are going to. So we shall base our argument on three major points. We are looking at empowering the youth, fresh perspectives, and inspiring civic engagement. Well, let me give you some review. Well, we are looking at the first perspective. Well, the innovation solution, the problems that the youth are actually facing. We are actually going to give innovating solutions because these youth actually know the problems that they are facing. So we should give them coverage so that they get a chance to embrace the solution, to actually embrace their opinions on how best are they actually going to solve the problems that they are facing in the nation. We shall look at empowering the youth. If you are giving platform to their ideas and opinions.
Well, today we are standing on the point that we don't allow existing coverage and let it grow with the trend, but focus on other urgent matters other than giving more coverage to the youth. To define the resolution, more means to add on what is already there. We as their farmers believe that according to status quo, the media includes television, radios, are those movements that fight hard to see social and political development. Radios are those movements that fight hard to see social and political development in the country, and we know that one of these has been the people power movement, which was there of recent. Youth have made an impact through social media coverage, which is both negative and positive. The problem that we are looking at here today is that there is a low turnout of youth towards social and political involvement due to lack of the right knowledge on what to put on media and ignorance about their roles towards the development. Well, today we are telling you our dear judge that our plan as a negative is to focus on other national issues that bring about youth involvement in social and political issues to influence national development being low, and we say that we are going to regulate the current media coverage and leave it the way it is, allow it to grow with the trend, and then we say we are going to focus on other issues that concern the nation. Arguments that we are having today is that the youth can bring their own media coverage. That is to say, the big percentage of the youth can access social media, for example, that is to say about 20% of the youth, and youth can be brought up by other means and not only media coverage to provide better and more practical education to engage youth in politics. The biggest problem is them not engaging. The biggest problem is not them being not being covered. Another is that the current media coverage is enough only if you can utilize it strategically, providing influential ideas.
Acknowledge the fact that the youth also have grievances in this debate?
Yes. The youth are having grievances. That is why we are going to regulate whatever they are doing, educate them, and also make sure that they can manage the activities they are doing towards national development. The issues to focus on are education system of Uganda, which is theoretical more than practical, that does not give the youth skills to do better things than being on media giving negative impact, which they cannot actually solve by themselves. We are looking at political involvement to make better decisions for the youth so they can grow. We are looking at fighting the country's problems like poverty and corruption, health issues, transport, whereby the youth can get a good platform for them to work other than going to social media and complaining instead of working to grow up nationally and have a good country. The benefits is that the media coverage does not solve issues. Unemployment, whereby 4,000 people in Uganda each year compete for over 9,000 jobs. But the negative impact of the media is that there is cyberbullying, distraction, inactive time wasting, and there is need for education and regulation, which we are going to do. I rest my case.
So now, what do they come and say? They come and give us several cases. They might speak this one and first of all, don't extend our case and also but I'm sure the new codes in their case. In my case, what do we come and talk about? When we come and talk about the empowerment of the youth, they acknowledge the fact that the youth have got so many grievances, but now they are saying that they are doing nothing about it. So this, why we do like this is because it gives a platform for the youth. It gives the platform, it's like a voice for the youth. So now, I'm going to tell you that you're going to leave the youth marginalized as they are trying to say in their world, according to the fact that we are not trying to give them their voice. So now, we also look at the point of fresh. I say that these youths, well, even if the capacity to solve these problems, they're coming up with innovative ideas to solve their problems. So this is what in the communities and foster of the national development. So now, what am I talking about? So today, okay, what do they come and say? Well, they come and say that they are sticking to status quo and they are allowing the existence of, they are allowing that the government should be able to handle this well now. How will the government handle this? Have not come up and talked to the government. But yet the youths have not come up and raised their voice to the issue for the government to work on it. So they are saying that they acknowledge the fact that 20% of the youth they acknowledge that 20% of the youth are showing the low turnout. So what are they doing about this? They are doing nothing according to their case. So they ask them that. We ask them that. Do you acknowledge the fact that these have grievances? Yes, they say yes, they do. But now, according to their case, and if you have to play down a comparative analysis between whatever they presented in their case, where they say that according to this according to this media, they are saying that there is cyberbullying, there is there is spam, there is almost whatever they say. But if we are to break this, if we are to get this between this. For them, actually, what they are trying to get is the problems caused by social media. They are not debating media. Characterize media as two things. Media is first of all social media and also mass media. That's one thing that they not understand. And obviously, they use on this show. Now, fun. I was going to give you a comparative analysis. Well, we are seeing two cases whereby we have this and this. We are weighing between the violence, we are weighing between the unemployment, the grievances of these youth, and also weighing between.
Thank you so much, dear judges. This house, as the media, would give more coverage to the youth. I repeat, more coverage to the youth, let social and political movements highlight their role in influencing national development. Dear judges, as delegators, we are trying to say that we don't want to give more coverage. Rather, we want to allow the existing coverage and let it grow with the trend and the regulations, but focus on other urgent matters. Because if we do this, we are going to waste time, like he said, leading to lots of other things. Thank you. Now, he came and he said that these youth have come up with some kind of innovations. My question is to you, which kind of innovations? Never gave us anything. Thank you. And as our plan, we as delegators, we are focusing on other national issues that bring about youth involvement in social and political issues. Like he said, we cannot only be focusing on only maybe social media or media, but you can have other things like education. If we have other things on this, then these people will be involved in social and political issues. Thank you. Now, our arguments, we spoke about the youth can break their own means of coverage. That is to say, a big percentage of the youth can access social media. Yes, he said 20%, but these people can actually use the existing social media to influence the rise of social and national development. Yes. Then you also spoke about the current media coverage is enough only if they can utilize it strategically to provide influential ideas. We have to use what is around and then make it better rather than us bringing in more things. What if we bring in more of this and bring in more problems to the country, to the youth, to more people? Why are we doing this? Yes. Then you also spoke about youth can be brought up by other means and not only media coverage.
How does education involve youth in national development? You're not giving us
if they are educated about national development, issues that will help them, know about national development, then that's how it's going to help them know and how they will be able to bring up these issues. Thank you. Yes, I was still continuing. The youth can be brought up by other means and not only media coverage, i.e. they provide better more practical education and get youth in politics. Like I said, we need to not only focus on only the media, but look at other things. If we keep on thinking of bringing more coverage in the media, then we are going to spoil all this. Let us use what is there, make it better, make it best for the youth around. With that, I beg to raise my case. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Our dear judges, the team that wins this debate today is a team that has identified the problem of status quo and a team that has availed a possible solution to solve the problem of status quo. But I'm so disappointed with the negative team that they have failed to identify their problem. They're not giving us actually the problem on status quo as to why they should not engage the media in actually helping these youth to participate actively in national importance? Well, they contradicted on education. I asked a question previously. How does education help me? He clearly failed to explain to me that, but in our case, we look at engagements and civic engagements directly. Probably they can attract investors that can come and put in money in them, and when those investors come, they are bringing actually national development to our country. Well, I had also a few questions to ask, and this must be asked by the team negative. What national issues were you talking of? You're talking of national issues. I didn't understand. What national issues are you talking about that you should concentrate about on? You are simply leaving us in a state of confusion. We don't know what you're talking about. Tell us those issues. Then also the next question you should come and answer here. What means do you use to solve these issues you're talking about? If you cannot come and answer these questions, meaning you don't satisfy the case or you don't satisfy your burden, which is to prove why media should not give you coverage. For us as team affirmative, we have laid down in our case properly because we have identified our burden, which is to prove why the media should give more coverage to the youth because they are more capable. In our first speech, we also give you a statistics of why we talked of. Right now, currently, the youth has that. It's like half of the world's population is covered by the youth. So by us engaging them, we are actually promoting more development than compared to your case, which you have not attacked. Then also the fresh perspective, also we did attack our case of fresh perspective. I would love you to come and engage us in this debate. Other than that, as team affirmative, we strongly have a stand to win this debate because we have identified our problem here and we have put a solution to it, which team negative has failed to come and attack. With all that, I rest my case.
Alright, dear Judge. Well, I would like to inform you that in our plan, we talked about allowing the existing coverage to be as it is, let it grow and let it go with the trend, and then regulate it. That is what we are planning to do. Furthermore, on our plan, we are planning to educate, and they say it themselves that the media is one way to educate, and we are keeping education. But however, we are beginning to believe that team farmers think that education is going to school. No, please. There are very many means of education, and that is what we plan to do. We plan to educate the youth in ways denied. We plan to educate the youth on ways of how to get involved in social and economic development. Is that this debate has been turned down to one major flashpoint, and that is what solved the problem in today's world. Having the more media coverage or accepting that we have impactful activities. Yet we do not deny the impact of media, and we believe that as it is already enough. So we need to concentrate on more urgent matters, which are health, education, security. Our dear judges, I would like to inform the farmers that if, however much you give coverage to the youth, when the people in Karamoja are hungry, there is nothing going to be impactful. However, if you
how does the people in Karamoja relate to this particular resolution?
They are a part of the population of Uganda, and we are promoting social and economic development, and they are part of social and economic development. We do not want to concentrate only on the youth that can access the media of TV, the media of radios, as we've spoken about, mass and social media. So for us, we want to cater for the entire population. And to the largest extent, we believe that media that is existing is enough. So we do not want to tackle things anymore. However, we want to concentrate on other things that matter in the country. That is health, education, security, and other very more important matters. How will you give coverage to youth when people in Bududa are dying of floods every day? That is more urgent. Why don't we give that coverage other than giving youth coverage who are actually misusing social media? Denied. Dear Judge, as I conclude, we want to remind you of our arguments that are still standing, that our dear farmers have not suffered. One, youth can derive their own means of coverage on media. How? We have seen very many youth that have come up on media and they have made impactful posts and whatever activity is. But to the largest extent, we believe that the media is being negatively impactful on our community. In what way? There is a lot of cyberbullying. What if we first educate these youth on how to overcome cyberbullying before we give them coverage? What if we first educate these youth on how to use social media instead of giving them more coverage? As I conclude, we'd like to say that we have really nailed this today because none of our
towards social and political involvement due to lack of the right knowledge about what to put on the media that they have and the ignorance about their role towards development. Well, we come and say that as their farmers, we are standing on a point, allow existing coverage and let it grow with the trend under regulation, but focus on other urgent matters like education to be more practical rather than theoretical, better platforms for the youth, and education, as asked by the legislators, is to have platforms with practical work that the media that is already around can cover, rather than covering nothing. Well, the question today in the debate is, how do we highlight the role of influencing national development among the youth? The affirmative came here and talk about the media giving more coverage, but we want to say that the media is good and somehow impactful according to what has been happening to the, for example, the cultural exhibition. One, we want to say that the questions that the farmers have to answer is that why the media coverage, and then is the current media coverage effective, and if not, why do you need to give more media coverage, which they have not answered. Engagement of youth is not just giving them media, but giving them more practical things to do rather than just covering nothing. Well, we want to tell you that having innovative and practical issues, not just ideas and issues to put on media, is better to cover those. We want to tell you that as negatives, we are coming and we accept the fact that media is existing, impactful, but also problematic. But we don't be, if we don't be organized and work better. Therefore, media is good only if we are organized, work better, and be more practical rather than being ideological. Well, we want you to know that we can be mass media or social media cover what is all we need to work on. Yes, and practical that we can cover with the current media.
Well, so what does team economy have? Team economy has to show the efficiency of giving more coverage in this case. So what does team negative have to show? We have to show that there is no necessity for giving this coverage. So now, what should come together with comparison to our world and their world? Right now, the one major thing in this debate is that in our world, we are fulfilling